The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Houston, Texas, and Rice Stadium, home to the Owls. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Marshall Thundering Herd, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Rice Owls. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. He'll bring it out. It's Matthews. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Rice's offense takes the field for the first time today. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover and take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him, sometimes you play zone, mix it up, give different looks, because he is a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Robinson looking to pass. Rush is on him. He'll try to do it himself. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. So the Marshall Thundering Herd has the ball for the first time, and their offense will go to work. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again. These dudes...
Turns on the Jets. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Using the quick game. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And they pick up just a few on that completion. So now it's 2nd and long. Robinson will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. And you don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big 3rd down opportunity coming here. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Let's talk for a second about Marshall. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Grabbed in the middle, it's Stevens. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Punt is on its way. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Robinson looking to pass. Makes the grab. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. They punted away on 4th down. Hauls it in at the 25. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Shoots it to the left. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's complete to the left. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed into the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. The give to the tailback. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36. Give to the running back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. All wideouts, no backs. Back to throw, it's Herbstreit. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Off play action. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance. Here comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll bring it out. It's Martin. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. What will they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go. From the shotgun, the inside give. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Back to throw, it's Herbstreit. Looking to the big tight end. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. Marshall will be forced to punt. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Wants to throw on first down. They're working that left side. Got room in the 35. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He'll keep it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Right down the middle. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. That brings them to within 1.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. Looking to throw, it's Herbstreit. Flips it out in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Marshall needs a near miracle on this 3rd and long. Bringing the heat. Turns it loose. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Rice. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Mountain West. Nevada is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Reno. They're trailing by 9 to UNLV. Any change of momentum, any notable highlights from Mountain West country, we'll let you know, fellas.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He's got it on the right. He gets it past the chains, and it'll be a first down for Marshall. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. It's Herbstreit. Working that left side now. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on 3rd down. He's looking to throw. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. And here comes the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Complete to the left. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot. And that means there's going to be holes, and the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there. Makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
Looking downfield on 1st down. He lofts one down the sideline. He caught it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
And the Owls trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. The receiver on the jet sweep. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Motion from the wideout. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes with the return. And the returner will be brought down. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Oh, they're after him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They've got a 3rd down and manageable from right around midfield. Sends it back in motion. To throw, it's Herbstreit. Hit as he throws. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. Marshall will be forced to punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Reading the option, it's Robinson. Fights off the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Handoff from the shotgun. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38. He'll pull it on the read. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. The Owls will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. It's complete on the right side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. A 1st and 10 for this offense. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Bought a little time, lets it go. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. They'll move the wide receiver. Robinson will throw. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the grab on the right. And it's a fumble after that huge gain.
You start to get...
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Going for 6. Touchdown Owls! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
The AT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
27, Marshall, 7.
Let's see what he can do with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. To the air, it's Herbstreit. Makes the grab on the left. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And that's good enough for 1st down.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Marshall comes to the line facing third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Hunt is on its way. Just needs a crack to get a return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. You'll take this every time, 5 yards on the first down play. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to let it go. Makes a grab down the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
And he misses. How about that, man? Like, it seems like everything he's thrown so far has worked, especially down here. He's already got 2 touchdown passes against this defense. So, guys, I'm kind of surprised when he misses down here.
Takes it all the way down to the floor after making the grab, and they're set up. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Robinson looking to pass. Touchdown, Owls! Fit it in the window for the score.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The give to the lone running back. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Might as well give it to him again. He has the first and still on his feet. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellows, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Houston. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside historic Rice Stadium.
Rice ready to kick off and get things started here in the second half. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Oh my goodness, he's still moving. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air. It's Herbstreit. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw. Takes the easy completion. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Marshall will be forced to punt. They'll look to pin him deep. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They're trying to crease them off the left tackle. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Trying the left side. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. He'll do it himself. Oh, what a move. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. And the Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wide receiver going in motion. After the run, now to throw. He's got him. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. They'll give it to him again. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. The play-action fake. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quick release by the QB. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Dropping back, it's Herbstreit. Zings it complete to the right. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
Good enough for a first down.
They'll try the run. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Tackled on the play at the 39-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
Quick completion to the right. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Thundering Herd picked up a fresh set of downs by keeping it on the ground.
For the offense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Power football with the run. Fighting off the defender.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10.
And first down for the offense.
Give to the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
Brings up second down.
Wants to go up top. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
We've seen this defensive end make a lot of plays. In the run game, he's setting the edge. He's forcing the football to go back inside, but he's not a one-trick pony. He can also get out of his stance, use his hands, and use his speed to beat offensive tackles and get to the QB.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Marshall will be forced to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Gets it out fast. Turning it on. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Robinson will throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And they finally get their first sack of the day. And one of the things coaches point to every week, how many times are you affecting the quarterback? Last week, they got 3 sacks. They got to continue to put more and more pressure on the quarterback to play better defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Owls look to keep this drive humming. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. They almost got a 1st down there, stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down. And the Owls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Here's the handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the back. Nice move to pick up yardage. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The give on the option. Quick spin on the run. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Final stand to the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Right back to the well. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
2nd down coming up.
Now he's looking to throw it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got his man on the right. Touchdown Owls! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. Nevada is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Reno. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to UNLV. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30. The Thundering Herd to the line facing a 2nd and short. The option look. And the ball is free on the pitch. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw. It's Herbstreit. Throws for the tight end. At the 45 on his way. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Yeah, and the quarterback didn't have a chance. I mean, when you get to the QB that fast, Jesse, you're still processing information, for goodness sakes.
And you're getting to the sideline whenever this drive is over, and you're asking for help from your offensive coordinator. You're asking, hey, can we slide our offensive line and help out blocking this guy? Can I get a tight end to stay in and maybe get a chip on this dude? Because I'm not feeling too comfortable right now back there knowing that we're trying to only block him with one.
Knocked off his feet. The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen.
Well, the offense on 3rd down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north. But the defense, really nice job getting after the catch.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up. From the gun, the ground game. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
It'll be 3rd and long. Robinson looking to pass. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Brings up 2nd down.
Gets the back moving. To the air on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, he has been the go-to guy all game long. He's been lighting up the scoreboard. This defense cannot cover him.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Jet sweep trying to turn the corner. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Trying to slam in. Touchdown, Owls! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Marshall, 7.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field, it's Herbstreit. He's going to run it. Breaks into the open. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They'll rely on running behind the big left tackle here. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Marshall might go for a big play here on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Flying out to the left. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
And he added the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
Marshall, 14.
He'll return it. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Got room to work. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Here's the give off the left side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Owls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quarterback on the keeper. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now back-to-back losses.
Back-to-back L's. It's not the end of the world, though. I still think there's time for this team to figure out what they're going to do, how they're going to finish the season strong. It's not over yet. 2 bad weeks. Flush it down the toilet. Refocus the mechanism. We're ready to rock and roll next week.
It just needs to be about finding a way to win a game right now. In all likelihood, 99.9% chance the college football playoff now is not a possibility anymore. That's okay. Let's worry about winning a game. Let's go back. Let's watch the film. Let's get back to being who we are so we can get this ship right.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.